All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again to the Agro DK show. And right now, I am bringing you the greatest gift that Uganda could ever offer. In about a few seconds, I'm going to be seated down with the champion. And this time it's not athletics, but academics. You know, there are so many people who always thought that Kapchorwa Sebe at large is for just academics in the other way of running. This time now it is academics in the other way of writing. Now you must have heard the trending story that the best UACE candidate countrywide here in Uganda is a young man named Onesmus Chemutai, straight from Queen district. I know most people think that when you say Chemutai, it is Kapchorwa, definitely. This is Queen. Onesmus has been a student at Seta High School, but we must not forget that Onesmus is Sabine blood. Stop saying Sabey, it is Sabi. I'm going to be talking to Onesmus and he's going to be telling us some of the greatest stories about his academic excellence. And do not forget that we are seated inside Patricia's boutique. Most people know her as Pati. You come to Kapchorwa, just a place called Chepsukroi. In fact, before you enter the main town, you're going to see one of the greatest pubs around. If you want to take the greatest beers, cold sodas, come to the place. And if you want to buy the best shoes, check this out. You find this in Pati's boutique, affordable prices, best quality. Look at that for the gents. You're going to have a wedding, come and buy your best shoe here. And do not forget that even if you're an athlete, you've got the best sneaker here. Right. Just like we said before, we are going to be speaking to Onesimus. Now, Onesimus here is a distinguished man, and we are happy to host you in our show, Onesimus. Welcome so much.
Yeah,
To
thank you so
appreciate
much.
that.
Thank you so much.
Now, Onesimus, we know you're a busy person, and we don't hope to waste a lot of your time. I am choosing to speak totally in the local language, but perhaps by English, let's start with the name.
Hey,
Let's start with the name.
you run
Let,
Onesmus,
eh,
Chemutai. Yeah,
yeah, good. Onesimus,
Onesmus, Chemutai. And in Yawagaga,
Nyebaka
Chemutai.
nyonget piko tugul
Aha.
Onesmus Chemutai. Dai
And then,
Onesmus ba iku poyar nena
like one gap somebody, ni?
up somebody.
Aha. Mama Jawagaga mtosa so. When I
Wow.
gaga, so.
Dali juni
Junan Gabu,
abu.
that is in Queen.
That is in Point District. Yes.
Exactly. Actually,
Okay.
the village is Kamasari.
Mm. So Onesmus, I don't know if you're aware that you are the best UACE student in the whole country.
Yeah, I was made aware.
Make me understand
Eh,
something, Onesmus.
mm.
Where did this news find you?
I was working in Kampala. Yeah? I've been teaching in some school, like Chanda Nevishi.
Okay.
So while I'm there, obviously we hear and make one results tomorrow.
Mm.
As was a Friday now.
Mm.
Then you know that tension. I think like promo yet.
Yes, I really feel you on that. So, Onesimus, what combination did you sit for?
BCA, that is biology, chemistry, math, stroke ICT.
And confirm to me, like I had the rumor that you scored distinction one in
Exactly.
every paper.
D1's in every paper. That is it.
Do, now, do I have to say you are a human being, Onesimus, or a superhuman being? Which one do I have to say?
Human being moving with God. Yeah?
Human being moving with God.
Exactly.
That is something specific.
Yeah,
Onesimus, which school have you been? Which school have you been?
I've been at Seta High main campus. That is in Mukono.
Seta High main campus.
Exactly.
Let me ask you, is this where you've been from senior one?
Yeah, that's why I've been from Form 1
To senior
now
four.
to Form 6 as well.
So you chose to maintain the same place.
Exactly. I felt that was home.
Onesimus,
Mm.
I don't know. I looked at the newspapers yesterday and today, and the only face I wanted to see was yours.
Wow, that's amazing to know, man.
Yes, and I wasn't the only person. My question is, I didn't see your face. What happened?
No, it was really there.
Okay, maybe I saw another
Just the
paper.
behind pages.
Okay.
And now the problem is,
Mm.
whenever they are publishing this newspaper, usually these are the small schools that come into when they are trying to market it.
Yes.
That's why you never see their schools like King's College Budo. You never see schools like Matters Namugongo, Seta High.
Mm.
Because they're not trying to prove a point, they've already proved it.
I understand what
Exactly.
you're saying.
So they always compete for the first page.
So, Onesimus, tell me in very few words how your parents reacted to this information.
Up to now, they're still lost of one.
Your mom first. Forget about your dad for a few seconds. What about your mom?
She feels she's on the moon. That is
My goodness.
true.
I can only imagine how she felt. And I suppose if you had never hugged your father, he hugged you this time.
That is it, man. Surprise.
Talk to me about your friends. Did you have several of your friends that also scored?
He had many of them, many friends actually,
Mm.
and one specific one is one called Wabilo Joel, just
Mm.
from our neighbor here is in Mugisu from
Yeah.
Bali.
From Bali here.
Exactly, and the man scored 19.
19 points.
It was incredible.
That makes the two of you straight from Eastern Uganda.
Exactly, that is it.
Okay, that leads us somewhere.
And he was my closest friend actually.
So does that mean if he was your closest friend
He was my closest.
and you scored very good grades together, does that mean that to get good marks, you must keep the company of those who are related to good marks?
True.
That's what you have to tell the
Exactly.
students.
We always say, I stay with you, just even for a week. I'm very most likely to adopt your way of life, man, your behavior and everything. The way you talk.
You're going to be absorbed
Exactly.
into the particular character of that person
Even the
influencing
scent,
you.
even the way you smell.
I want to ask you something, Onesmus. Tell me
Mm.
something. Do you think these 20 good points that you scored, if you had studied here in Sabay, particularly Kwen district, Kapchorwa or Buko, would you have scored these points?
Looking deeply, the fact is, there are so many personal differences when it comes to the schools, either Quenso
Mm-hmm.
and the schools that are in Mukono. Okay, Kapsa Maritla, it is almost impossible. I may not say it is very impossible, but the chances of me missing out on that is very, very high. Okay, the way they do their things, the practicals and everything, the
Yeah.
teachers, the social personnel now, our home.
Onesmus, you've grown up here in Kwen and you have seen one or the other, you must have lived near teachers who teach in Kwen schools. What makes the teachers, in your opinion, what makes the teachers of Mukono, Kampala, particularly Seta High School where you studied, very different in terms of bring out the best results versus the teachers of this side?
I think first of all, the quality. Still also in those big schools are, sorting all their teachers. They actually bring out for who am I the best in their campus.
Okay, the best, yeah.
Exactly. So they're always looking out for those best teachers, and then now they attract them with a good payment.
Yeah.
After seeing that this man is doing wonders in some small school, maybe deep in the village, obviously the man has to leave and come to an urban school where he is going to be facilitated very well. Need that good facilitation, mostly in the private schools, their own bosses, who then also the bosses pressing them, wanting results out of them. You will be seeing the same results here, but the problem is the facilitation the teacher goes to class, Mabonda so much interest.
Yes, because of the poor
So most of
facilitation.
them want to move out and then again meander around. You find them doing their businesses, going into farming.
And the way you saw in Mukono, you realize that one or the other, in your opinion, teachers are facilitated well.
Exactly. So that's why all the time, 24 hours will be in school. Anytime, any hour, whenever you want to consult, they'll always be there. Because
Onesmus,
that's exactly where they're getting everything.
Onesmus, do you remember any time throughout your 2 years at A level that a teacher was absent from school at a time when you needed him?
Man, that is something unheard of.
Unheard of.
Unheard of. Yeah.
That is where you came from.
Exactly.
Wow. Unheard of. What are your plans now? What are you doing currently as you wait to apply? What are you doing currently?
I must say today I'm going back to Kampala. I've been called back to Seta High to be at least just being around. I'm not even saying I'm going to teach because already they have perfect teachers, but I think my presence will just be a big inspiration to them.
So the administration of Seta High School main campus has called you to come back.
Exactly.
Confirm to us that they have called you to come and teach.
Actually, today morning, just minister's wife, just whatever Rose.
The wife to Muyingo Chrysosto.
She called me today morning, and I was like, they're incredibly happy for me, man.
Okay, so Muyingo's wife calls Onesmus this morning and says, now I think one of the things they don't want to do is to lose. I want to use the word lose in quotation marks. You to another school, especially they feel they have put a lot in you. And if there is any kind of benefit, you should come back to them. If it means teaching,
True,
please
man.
go back to them.
True.
I'll ask you something. In your plan, your professional dreams, do you ever dream of being a teacher?
Man, not really.
Not really.
Not really. Yeah.
So what you're about to do, you're
in-
just going to do this to fill the time as you prepare to go for what you want.
Yeah, and in a way, is life for parents as well, because I know obviously going into campus first year,
Yes.
you'll have to demand for a lot.
Yes.
But if I can use my potential to make something within these 5 months, then that would be good.
What
for
is, Onesmus, what is your dream? What is your dream? What do you want to be? Now that you have BCM, biology has approximately 3 papers or
yeah,
4.
three.
Paper 1 D1 Onesmus, paper 2 D1, 3 D1. The same to chemistry. I think it's all a GPI, so a D2.
Yeah, that was
What happened?
I
What
don't have
happened?
words. I don't have one.
You just know you did your best.
I did my best.
Still, that distinction too is not a joke, and we appreciate you for that.
Thank you.
It's quite inspirational. Talk to me. What do you want to be?
My dream ever since I was born was to be a doctor. Now I feel like I see God is directing me to my
Specify. Do you want what kind of doctor? You want to be a doctor that deals with the head?
You know, when I was young,
Eh,
I always watched some movie. Ben Carson, I know you must have heard about him.
yes, the neurosurgeon.
Exactly. And man, after performing that separation of the twins,
The Siamese.
and then having that much, upload from
The entire world.
exactly.
Yes.
Man, I feel like
I can be that person.
exactly.
So your inspiration one way or the other comes from Ben Carson himself.
From a long way. True.
Yes, and I hope that maybe sooner or later you can also, when you have attained this dream, you can run for presidency. Remember, Carson did this after running his career, being a specific doctor. Let me ask, what would you, in your opinion, if we close your eyes for 1 second and imagine being the minister in charge of education in the whole country, with what you have known, teachers, facilitation, teachers in central Uganda versus teachers in eastern Uganda, where you come from. Because no matter where you run on Onesmus, you're still going to worry about your people.
This is home, man.
What would you do to better the education of the East, especially your district? Which always, at the end of the time, I don't want to say Kapchora is not, but usually when the list comes out, performing districts, Kapchora, my district, your district, Queen, Bukwa, our district, they always put among the last. What would you do if you were the minister?
And I must say, actually, we need a lot of sensitization, because attaining that much success is actually not only the teacher's effort, but still also looking at the personal effort you as a student. It means that if we actually had more radio talks, having even some mass sensitization around town, then even going deeper into the villages, you tell these parents actually the benefit of education, so that even when they are seated back at home, you wonder again, mama, let them start speaking those positive words into their children's minds. You do not be seated there. Maybe we say, let mommy where they said I'm a failure, daddy where they said man. No one in the clan has ever been even just.
You are trying to tell me that your father has been saying that.
He has been saying so many positive words to me. Starting growing up as a young kid, myself was only born
At your home.
for close to 12 years.
Okay.
So every time mommy is cooking, daddy will buy some sort of crayons. That love as a single child.
Yes.
Every time I'll be shading, a man says, man, must have a granddad. He's famous, Dr. Eko.
Yes.
So in one way or the other, when I was young, before knowing Ben Cousin, Dr. Eko, that's grandpa, has always been my inspiration.
Now, Onesmus, yoke kasnyilo kukwanda doi koringi kwamutunda kwa hili.
Amadune, yes.
You had a small function at home.
Yeah,
which Brana casting at a personal level, and please send our regards to your mom and your father, because what you did was good. Because this success, like Manyangingi, belonged to everybody.
It's only public success.
Exactly,
true.
What did that tell you?
It's how people have love. There is that community. Coming together.
Yes.
Because actually there's so many neighbors, seeing so many uncles, which is actually very rare in those other places. Now, when you also move away from home here, going to Kampala, even if there is a wedding, man, you don't see like 10, 15 people. Those are actually the closest people. But man, it was a surprise yesterday, man, because it was just something abrupt, not even having to prepare for it there. I must say, I arrived yesterday.
So you were in Kampala. You already meet your choice up with them, right?
Exactly. I just arrived yesterday in the morning.
Mm.
And then moving from town, going up to Gabo, we reached there even at 10, finding neighbors already peeling and
Ready to receive you.
Exactly, man. And these are people even you're not that much related to, but they just have that love. They feel like, yeah, they own them. They own you.
Onesmus. Deo gega snilo kukwanda results inaki. So tejinila mujo nyor government sponsor.
I think that's a sure deal now.
Sure.
Because I had 18 by Form 4.
Yes.
And then now with the maximum points and then.
Okay. We almost missed something here. So take me back to P7. How many did you get in P7?
I got 7 from Alpha Nursery.
7. Now Alpha is a now for people who do not know, Alpha belongs to the wife to the late Songo Chepkrui, former LC5 Kapchorwa district. And you scored 7 aggregates.
Yeah, that was way back.
No wonder Consulate was very happy for those who saw Consulate. He was really happy. And you went to Senior 4. You scored 18A.
Yeah.
That was practically 2018?
2019.
2019.
Yeah, that's what I said.
8 for 8.
True.
Wow. That is practically one across. My goodness, I can't even just imagine what I would have gone through that. Because I didn't get close to that. I have to tell you. Then Senior 6, you score. So in your opinion, you believe there is no way on earth that they can actually deny you that government scholarship or sponsorship?
I don't think so. God has paved a clear way.
What university do you think you're going to?
When I was filling up with your forms, I put my career. But still something tells me, man, I can't go abroad. Nothing of that sort.
So you have an abroad mind here?
Yeah.
Okay. So for people who don't know yet, Onesmus is thinking of going to do his university studies abroad.
Actually, I want Harvard University.
Harvard University, that's like in the US.
Exactly, man.
My goodness, Onesmus, all I can do is wish you the best, because this would be a record breaker for all of us. I don't know if in the whole of survey we have, I don't know, maybe they are, but I don't know personally of anybody who has had an ambition or who has studied abroad, Harvard, etc. And I think now that you're very close to the minister's wife, that means you're close to the minister. I want to think that Honorable Minister Muyingo Chrysostom is watching this video. If there is anything you can do within your power, please help this young man get to Harvard. Because when he goes to Harvard, his dream university in the US, he's not going for himself. It's going for all of us. We're going to take a small break and then we come back. So we're going to pause this video for a minute and then we come back. Okay, so we are still here with Onesmus, my brother from another mother, and I just want to continue to remind you that we are standing in the biggest boutique in town. This is Pati's Boutique. I like to call this Pati's Boutique. You want to buy the best shoe? Look at this. We have the best shoes from what they call Clarks. This best sandals ever, to moccasins, to boots, etc. Now, we are still here with the Onesmus Chemutai, the best candidate for UCE exams across the country. And Onesmus happens to be from Eastern Uganda here, specifically Kwen district in Sabine. Now, stop calling this place Sabine. Sabine is not even our language. It is called Sabine here in Sabine. And I want to tell you guys, especially for those who are watching, that Onesmus has dreams of going to pursue his dream course, which is medicine, and he does not want to do it here in Uganda, especially if there is an opportunity. He wants to do it in Harvard University, which is in the USA. I stand to be corrected if it is in China. You let me know, and I believe it is in the US. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just hope our people, our politicians, Sam Cheptoris, Honorable William, you name all the people, especially you, Sam Cheptoris. because you are the minister now that Sabei has. Look at you and we are proud. If there is anything, please run to Muyingo. He seems to have all these deals right. And he knows what he can do. Because this boy, P7, 7 aggregates, senior 4, 8 aggregates or 8, and then senior 6. I think this boy has done a great job. He has done his part. It's our part to support him. The people of Sabey and the entire community. Kita nyemu ya chiba alaji ya som jimaron. Jingat ladun. E dramaron kwe jidage. Makomi shigasum baden git maron daga amenda kwan git. Shomishe the work to Gusabinjak and entire Ugandan is at large. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back again. We are still here, winding up with our show, and of course, like I told you, we are still here with Chemutai Onesmus, who, of course, is the superstar 2023. The results were released, and I told you before, Onesmus just turns out to be the best UACE candidate 2023, scoring distinctions across all papers. And we continue to say, Onesimus, there is nothing more but to just tell you about. We wish you the best in your plans, whatever dream you have. And I believe, I entirely believe that God is going to give you everything. The prayers. All I tell the people of Sebe is, let's support this young man through prayers. Let's support this young man through Jesomji Maroni, Lotogolomi, Jesomji Yoni, Jesomji Kwan, Jesomji Barengwa, Young Walla Lotogolom, Dodi Maron, Now, Onesimus, I just want to ask you just two last questions before I let you go. I know you have a trip ahead of you. Now, Onesimus, in your opinion, what would you tell the leaders of Uganda who are in charge education generally?
I'm more like, if you know you have a responsibility, then play that part very well. I'm ya nemba kishake. Moje mi dagana. Mi baba mi ayo mi lego so. But if the kids are not washing their plates, I think their family becomes disorganized. Still there will be quarrels in that family. So still our leaders, most of those now in the system of education, I believe like if you want to transform this region, Sabay region, or what you now call it, the Sabay, isn't it?
Yes.
That's actually the most correct name to use.
Yes.
Then you should just make sure you play your part, man. Because the moment one part is failing us, in the entire system is actually disorganized.
Appreciate that. Now, I almost forgot to inform the people that the owner of this boutique, Pati, has said she will personally ensure that the footsteps of this young man are covered. She's going to make sure that she gives this man the best school shoes ever when he's going to the university. And this time it's not going to be an ordinary shoe. I believe she's going to give you a boot worth at least 400,000 shillings. And what do you tell Patty using the smallest number of words?
Man, I'm so much. you know. I mean,
Yeah.
she was even talking about watchman. This is a lady who is actually marvelous. One,
Yeah.
one
Okay.
of the most loving ladies around town.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
And
so
obviously,
thank you.
everyone
So,
should actually be visiting here. One.
yes. So Onesma says people should visit this boutique. So
And by the way,
don't forget your shoes when you're going to school.
not really. And this is
Okay.
where I've been doing my shopping all along.
Okay, that's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah.
Last question, Onesma. Last question. So many students have heard about you. I was talking to my literature class this morning, and I told them something about you. You as a person, looking at where you've come from academically, what do you tell students in Queen, in Sabine generally, the people call it a Bay, in Sabine generally, and in Uganda? Like, what do you tell the students who are at school hoping to achieve their dreams just as you have done yours?
Now to the fellow students, because I'm also still a student. So to the fellow students out there, mostly our own here in Sabema. What I always ask of people is stop that self pity. Still results are made. Results can also be made from here. What you only need is focus. You put in your best always. And then there's always one thing remaining focused. That is looking up to your God. God is a God of miracles. Man.
Yes.
He has never changed from the times of Abraham.
You open
And up
his
to now,
ways.
he has always been faithful.
And
now you're also saying that the Chemutai, there's a Chemutai God at 20. That's a big inspiration.
yes.
In school, just do your best, man.
Do your best.
Do not relax at all.
Okay.
Stick, have a goal, and then work so hard to achieve it.
You can do it.
And there's always no limit.
You can do
You
it.
can always do it.
Well, thank you so much, Onesmus
Yeah.
Chemutai. Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you
like I
very much.
told you before, Onesmus has been our guest here and in our show. And of course, we continue to remind you that as you watch, for those people who are new, our latest subscribers, right now we are heading to 2,000 subscribers, and I think this is a record breaker here in Sobey. I think technology is moving forward, and we need to start doing the right thing. Let's support each other. All I can just tell you is that we shall continue bringing you the best stories in and outside Sebei and Uganda at large. We continue to remain your humble people. Just do not forget that below this video is a subscribe button. Just tap on it so that each time we upload another video, you get a notification direct to your phone. Until next time, I want to thank my cameraman behind the phone, Paddy Mutai. That is my brother. Until next time, I remain Agro DK and we love you so much.